calls for Dzhokhar Tsarnaev to be held as an enemy combatant in this crime. A group of top Republican lawmakers are saying that he should not be tried as a common criminal. Among them is South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. He's one of the leaders of those asking for this. He joins me now live on the phone. Senator Graham, good morning and welcome back to the program. Good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the law enforcement and intelligence officials and the people of Boston. It's been tough, but the second phase of this is about to begin, and we need to get it right.
Yeah, indeed, we need to get it right. And you have basically come out to say that what happened in Boston on Monday was a clear attempt to kill Americans and to terrorize people in a major American city. Explain to folks at home who may want clarification on what the difference is in what you're discussing and the way he should be held and what some others might feel should be the course of action.
Well, the reason we wanted to capture him alive was to find out about this attack and whether or not who he trained with, if anyone, what connections to international terrorism. Clearly, these people were radicalized and were on a jihad mission. And are there any future attacks coming our way? The reason you want to capture a terrorist is to find out about what other terrorists are up to. Under criminal law in the United States, if you capture a citizen or a non-citizen, you have to read them their Miranda rights. There's a public safety exception that allows you about 48 hours to see if there are any bombs that may be connected with the attack. Under the law of war, an enemy combatant, someone who takes up arms against his country, including an American citizen, can be held for intelligence gathering purposes without Miranda warnings or providing a lawyer. The best way to get information from this suspect is to initially hold him as an enemy combatant, because there's plenty of evidence to suggest that this was a terrorist attack, not a common crime, and we don't have to read him his Miranda rights. In 30 days, he would be presented before a federal judge, and the judge could review the case the government has regarding enemy combatant status. So I am urging this administration, please do not lawyer him up tomorrow night. You have, under our statutes and Supreme Court cases, ample authority to hold him as an enemy combatant to gather intelligence about what may be coming our way in the future.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, there's great relief, obviously, in Boston today, but I think a lot of people are very concerned about what might be to come, whether it would be simply inspired by these actions or whether there might be some sort of connection. We don't know the answer to that question yet. Do we, Senator?
Martha, it's impossible between now and tomorrow night to gather the information to ask good questions of this suspect. We should be combing the world for information. Where did they go? It'll take weeks before we're ready to do a good interview. And I've been a military lawyer for 30 years. The law of armed conflict is about protecting our national security. He'll be tried in federal court because he's an American citizen. I'm not worried about a trial 2 years from now. We're going to try this guy. I'm worried about what he knows. Yeah. And the moment you provide legal counsel under criminal law, I think you diminish the ability to collect intelligence.
One more question for you, because a lot of what you just cited in terms of Supreme Court decisions and the law that's on the books falls under the law of war. Right. There's been a lot of ambiguity about whether or not we are currently in a war on terror in this country. So talk to me about your feelings on that and whether or not you consider that to be the case.
Ask the people in Boston. Radical jihadists are trying their best to attack us here at home. Every day we face threats from radical Islamists. They're coming to our backyard. They're trying to radicalize American citizens.
But do you think the president and the administration see it that way as well? And do you think they will treat this case that way? They got a lot of criticism for the way that they handled Nidal Hasan at Fort Hood. Does this administration consider us to be in a war on terror here at home now?
If they don't, they'll be making a mistake that will follow us for years to come. You don't want to incentivize Al-Qaeda or radical jihadists in general to radicalize American citizens and create in your own homeland a terrorist safe haven in terms of legal rights. I believe we're at war with radical Islam. They're trying to attack us here at home above any other place on the planet, and we have laws in place to deal with enemy combatants. This guy didn't rob a liquor store. He wasn't working for the mafia. He tried to kill as many innocent Americans as possible. They shot a cop dead. They threw bombs out of a car. My God, they were at war with us. We need to be at war within our values and within our laws. And all I'm suggesting is that use the laws that are on the books that will allow us to hold him as who he is, a terrorist enemy combatant, so we can gather intelligence. If you don't believe we're at war, and if people in our government do not act that way, we're going to get hit again and again and again. We need to fight back.
Senator Graham, thank you so much for being with us this morning, and we'll hope to talk to you more on this as this whole story unfolds. We know you have a very strong voice on it, and we appreciate you speaking with us, sir. Thank you.